a bottom sheet opens up, which shows you another single item which says Talabat reference number. And then when you click on Talabat reference number, another bottom sheet opens up. The IA is messed up. Okay, put WhatsApp screenshots. Hey, is it even a problem? Hey, you awesome people, welcome back to my channel. This is Sapta, and today I'm back once again with a case study review. Today's case study is written by Hamdan, and if you want your case studies to be reviewed, head on to my community at nas.io/Sapta. I will leave the link in the description and you can drop your link in the relevant forum, and I'm going to pick up one case study every week. Before we begin, I'd like to call out that a case study can only get you an interview and not directly a job. And what happens in an interview and the steps after that ultimately decides whether you get a job or not. So today I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to review it if this was a real case study which had come to me in real life. And I would also give my verdict if I would call Hamdan for an interview for the role of product design 1 or not. So let's get right to business. So here we are, and this is the case study that I'm going to pick, which is by Hamdan. So I have it open on my tab already. It says, from frustration to convenience, a redesign of card removal and Talabat pay experience. Now, for people who do not know Talabat is like the Swiggy of the Middle East. So if you want to order food and stuff like that in Dubai or any other countries in the Middle East, so Talabat is one of the available apps. Pretty popular out there. It belongs to the German giant delivery hero, the same company which also owns Foodpanda. So Talabat is also owned by the same company. Let's go ahead and see. So this is a redesign of not the entire app. It's just the card removal. Now, which card? Maybe we'll get to know soon. And Talabat pay experience. From the name, it sounds like it's probably a wallet or something. We'll see. Okay. Disclaimer, this is a personal project. I'm nowhere associated with Talabat. At the time of working on this project. You see what it did out there, which means that after reading this, he might be an employee of Talabat. You never know, right? Okay, good one out there. Story time. How I discovered the problem statement. Last month in Dubai, I found myself in the need of food. My culinary skills were, put it kindly, lacking. Okay, so I turned out to Talabat making food ordering. Okay, so he was trying to order food and Breeze with my saved card. So it's his credit card or something was probably saved. They don't even ask for OTP when I had to order food. Yes, so this OTP rule is actually very specific to India because we have this thing called three-factor authentication. And in other countries, actually not just UAE, in even other countries, there is no need for OTP. You put your CVV and your payment goes through directly. So that's what I think is talking about. It's not a Talabat thing. It's the country thing, UAE thing, okay? As the weeks passed and the ease of ordering became my downfall, I was gaining unwanted weight. So the clever idea was, what if I remove my card details from the app? So you see, so what he's saying is ordering food was so easy and the payment was so damn seamless that you tap and your orders get placed. That's why he was ordering more. And he was putting on weight and to reduce his eating outside, he said, hey, what if I just remove the card and bring some friction in my life, right? Okay, smart. Let's see. All right, smart as I am. Yes, you are. I attempted to remove my card details. Unfortunately, it wasn't straightforward that I would have hoped. I had to ask my friend working at Talabat for help. Okay, really? He couldn't figure out how to remove his card, so he had to reach out to his friend. Okay, he's put WhatsApp screenshots. Oh my God, okay. All right, let's see. Just curious why there's no option to remove the card on Talabat. All right. This experience got me to thinking, why was the process so needlessly complicated, right? There must be some reason. We'll see what it is. Okay, interesting. Initial problem statement based on my experience. Problem statement is I'm not able to find where to remove my card details are. Okay, so this one's going towards the removing card details, but I also see that he has spoken about Talabat Pay, which sounded like the wallet. So is it like two problem statements in one? Okay, we'll see, because right now he hasn't spoken about it. Okay, let's see. Redefine problem statement. Users of the Talabat app encounter difficulties when attempting to remove their card details, leading to a suboptimal user experience, right? How often do people remove cards? Do they? I mean, okay. My initial thoughts on the redefined problem statement. Why do people want to remove the card details? You know, he said what exactly I had in mind. This is a good thing because when you write a problem statement, think about what are the questions that could come into the mind of the reader. Just like in mind came that how often does someone remove card, right? Similarly, there could be many other questions that comes to the minds of the user. So what Hamdan has done here is he has nicely put out all the questions, so which means that he has thought about them, or probably I'll get to see the answers very soon, right? Why do people want to remove cards? What does the current interaction look like? What are the other variables affecting the flow? Okay, he has figured out a few of those things, right? Okay, how do I know if there's an actual problem? Nice. That's a good touch, because at times, we face something and we feel that, hey, this is a big world problem and I'll have to go and solve it. Whereas it might just be like, hey, it's a problem just for me. Maybe I'm different or I'm special. That's why I think it's a problem. Rest of the world don't even think of this as a problem. This could also be the thing. So he has written that down, How do I know that there's an actual problem that many people are facing, right? Okay. I'm designing for the user and I'm not the user. Well, you are the user. You're not the user. You are a user, right? Okay. Analyzing the card removal experience, the present flow, I suppose. It's like, okay, this is the Talabat homepage. You come to the account section. Talabat Pay, okay? Oh, I think this is a Talabat Pay connection that he was talking about, okay? One of the primary issues with this design lies in the confusing nature of the Talabat Pay label, which fails to clearly indicate the presence. Oh, okay. So the cards are inside Talabat Pay. The cards are inside Talabat Pay. Okay, once you're inside, it shows you whatever. So Talabat Pay is a wallet. And inside wallet, you could top up the wallet, or you could also have credit cards lying on the wallet. Why? I mean, they're a big company. They are an established product. So I would like to believe they have a reason behind it. It doesn't feel natural, at least for a third person like me who doesn't have context about their business, but let's look at it regardless, right? So you see cards and then you have the cards inside. I think that's also the exact concerns that Hamdan is talking about. So the cards are here. You click on edit. Okay. You click on edit. Okay. When you click on edit, this minus sign appears, and then you click on minus delete. Okay, this is the swipe interaction. So okay, it's an iPhone swipe. When you swipe, you see an extra menu, you see edit, delete, and all those stuff, and then you just go and delete it. Okay, this is the process. All right. Visibility and accessibility. Okay, analyzing the visibility and accessibility. The current design of Talabat Pay feature makes it challenging for the users to find access their payment cards. Placing it under Talabat Pay doesn't clearly indicate the presence of card management option. Absolutely, right? It's got to do with the Talabat Pay name, because when you hear something like this, it is so easy to, Flipkart Pay or Swiggy Pay or Zomato Wallet or this stuff. When you give a name like this, it clearly feels like it's a wallet. It's a special wallet. And you wouldn't expect cards inside that, right? If you want to keep cards as well, maybe the thing outside should have been payment method or something, right? Okay, I think that's what he's talking about. Let's go ahead and see. Equal emphasis on features. The Talabat Pay screen presents 3 options: top up, cards, and more. Now, what is more? We still don't know. We'll have to tap and see. With equal prominence, however, these features may not be equal important for users, potentially leading to confusion. Okay. Avoiding premature solutions. While changing the term Talabat Pay to payments may seem like a straightforward solution, it is essential to avoid rushing into mixed fixes without comprehensive understanding of the problem statement. Perfect, great. Complex card removal process. To remove a card, the user must click on the edit, minimize the card, select and delete options, and then confirm. Okay, that's the removal process, right? Now, if I look at it, I don't see a lot of problem in the removal process as such, as much as discovering where the cards sit, because of some confusing copy which they have written, right? I mean, I would be curious to know. I mean, if anyone from Talabat design team or product team is watching this, I would be very curious to know, why are cards cascaded inside Talabat Pay? Like, hit me up. I would love to go on a call and understand. All right, let's see. Note for the reader. By the way, I was conducting an analysis using iPhone. Now you might be wondering, why am I sharing this detail? Just because Steve just used to stay tuned to. Okay, so some climax are going to come, I guess. Secondary research. The Steven Gibber. Okay, he did some secondary research. Secondary research is, when you probably read the research reports of other research which has already been done. Primary research is when you actually talk to the users and find out. Okay. Potential reasons on why people would want to remove their cards from an app. Okay, perfect. This was the first question that I asked, right? Why would someone want to, or how often would someone want to remove their cards, right? Let's see. Payment change, switching to a different payment method. Okay. Why would switching to a different payment method need me to remove one payment method? Is it like there can only be one payment method which can be present in the app at any point of time? Is that the case? If no, why should payment change need me to remove a card. Anyways, security. Users worry about card security online. Yes, that's a valid point, right? Because they don't even have OTP, right? So if someone has seen your physical card and knows the CVV, they can go and transact, right? Unauthorized use, that could be a concern. Okay, unauthorized use. Okay, unauthorized use and security, perhaps the same thing, right? Okay. Expense control, managing spending, like, since it's so easy to use, so people would go and spend more. And just like Hamdan was worried about his weight, someone might be worried about their expenses. Privacy. Okay, I think, this privacy, security, unauthorized use, they all can be clubbed together under perhaps security. Yeah, because maybe, the 7 different options are not really a thing. You should see how you can club, because simplifying is a key in design, right? Account closure, closing app accounts. Okay, if I close my account, wouldn't everything associated with it naturally get removed? Do I need to separately remove my card before going and closing my account? I don't know. I think so. It should be that way. Multiple accounts, managing various payment methods. Okay, managing various payments method. The first one was switching to a different payment method, and number 7 is managing various payment methods. Hold on, if we are talking about managing different payment methods, so which means that there has to be a provision for having multiple payment methods. Why would that need me to delete a card? Right? So I think this section needs some work. So security, unauthorized use, maybe I could understand what you're trying to say. The rest of the things, and maybe even expense control, the rest of the things around, account closure or switching to different payment methods or managing various payment methods do not directly need me to remove a payment method, a card in this case, right? So have a look at that once again. Competitive analysis, I studied, okay, I've looked into other payment methods, other apps, I suppose. Category 1, apps with their own pay and card features. Okay, wallet as well as their cards. Simplified payment, okay, that's fine. Category 2 are apps with card payment only, which is they don't have their own wallet, just cards. Put your credit card and just be happy. Okay. Competitive analysis, okay. Noon, okay, Noon is another UAE app. Careem is also. Ola is Indian. So, for the sake of this, it's good that you have seen. I always say that, the more kind of apps that you see, the more knowledge that you get. But here, things could be slightly different. It's because the people's relationship with money could slightly differ based on where you are. So how Indians have relationship with their money could be slightly different from how an person residing in the Arab world would have relationship with their money. And by the way, this has got nothing to do with how much money you have. You can say that, hey, Arabs have a lot of money, so maybe their relationship with money is different. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is it's a sum. Of course, it's a function of how much money you have and also how secured things are. How often do frauds happen, or how likely, you could lose your phone or whatever, right? It's a combination. It's a function of many factors. So that's why, since there is a geographical differences that may arise because of this, the relationship of money, I think it is better to stick to only apps which are from the same geography for payments alone, right? For any other UX pattern, of course, you can definitely have a look at that. So I'm going to just see what have you done for Noon, Careem. And is there any other Arabic app out here? Oh, not really. Okay, Panda Pay. Okay, Panda, by the way, belongs to the same company. So I assume Food Panda and Talabat will have many common things between them. Let's have a look. Option called payments, which is quite straightforward. Okay, so what Noon does is they have one section called payments, and maybe inside it you'll have all payment methods, credit card, net banking, whatever, accounts and all. Careem has an option to see wallets and cards. Okay. All right. So what Careem has done is their wallet is the main thing, and then they have cards and all other payment options at the bottom. Okay, this clearly looks like they want to give a lot more focus to the wallet. I'll skip the Ola, Rapido, and the rest of the things for now. Okay, exploring social media and app store reviews. Okay. So people have been complaining about it, looks like. Unauthorized purchase from their credit card. Okay, so security, of course, is a big concern, right? Difficulty in finding and deleting safe cards. Yes, this is actually a lot of problem. Deleting card, like I had said, is not the biggest problem. Finding out where the cards are is the biggest problem if I see it as a user here, right? Negative feedback and low ratings due to limit of card management. Okay, understandable. Primary research. Okay, you did primary research as well. Awesome. Okay. While I gain valuable insights, all right, target user for the interview. Due to Talabat's diverse user base, I aim to capture a wide range of perspectives. Okay, target users, diverse range of Talabat customers include frequent and occasional users. Okay, frequent and occasional users. So it's pretty much the entire user base of Talabat, right? Interview method, conduct 14 user interviews. Demographics, different age group. Okay, when you have so diverse set of things, it just feels like almost entire user base, right? See, it's not needed. When you're saying that from right from 20 all the way till 40 plus, it's pretty much everyone. So what value is this sentence adding out here, right? And also the first one, diverse trend, from including for frequent to occasional, that also pretty much covers the entire user base of. So from a case study point of view, what value are those two sentences adding? However, what adds value is this one, participants who use card payments for their orders. That makes sense, right? Not everyone on Talabat might use card. And since yours is around card, you want to get some insights around cards. So participants who use cards for payment, that makes sense. This is an important, it is an important thing. Geography, okay, UAE, Muscat, Oman, which is Oman, and Kuwait. All right, similar countries, I guess, fine. That's okay. Okay, so the main methods of primary research are user interviews and usability testing. Great. User interview objectives are conduct to explore user behavior, motivations, and challenges related to card payment and removal on Talabat. Okay. Observe, analyze how users interact with the Talabat app to improve the card removal experience. Okay. Essentially understanding the behavior out there. Okay, let it be. Unexpected revelation. Let's see. As I conducted my user interviews, everything seemed to be proceeding smoothly. However, it was during my conversation with the first participant who happened to be using an Android device. Okay, he said about iPhone, right? I think this is that Steve Jobs moment. Let's see. Removing their card from the Talabat app was a breeze for them. This revelation left me intrigued. Okay, like, hey, is it even a problem? Because this person doesn't have any problem. Now remember, when I mentioned when I was using an iPhone, okay, yeah, here's a twist. There were different user experiences for iPhone and Android users, which completely took me by surprise. Okay, let's see. Why were the designs divergent? Couldn't they be uniform? Of course, they should be. Let's see. Where this difference is due to technical limitations. Could be. Even though Android users seems to have a smoother experience, there will still be some lingering issues. To develop this further, I decided, okay, you have the Android and iOS. Let's have a look what is happening. Okay. This is Android, and when you come to the account section and you go to settings, okay, there's a gear icon at the top. I almost missed it, right? Oh, so it looks like Android has a saved card section. Okay, so when you click on saved card, you see all your saved cards are now in your wallet, and you can edit, remove, and add a new card. Go to wallet. Okay, and when you click go to wallet, I guess you come here. Is it so? Yes, looks like it. It looks like it, right? All right. So he said this is extremely confusing as the user is expected to see his saved cards here. Why does the user have to click on the CTA to go to wallet? Okay, let's also quickly see. I think I sense what is happening out here. Let's also see what is happening on iOS. In iOS, inside settings, there is no option. Okay, there is no option to change the saved cards thing. You'll have to go inside Talabat Pay to see the saved cards, what we have seen before. Now, why I feel it is like this is because this message out here gives me some hint. It says that all your saved cards are now in your wallet and you can edit, remove, and which means the saved cards used to be inside the saved cards section a while back, but they moved it to wallet. And when they move, they cannot simply remove the saved card section right away, because for a returning user who were used to accessing all their saved cards from a certain point, they would start missing it. So they are bound to keep it to train their existing users who are already used to doing something in a certain way, right? And what I feel the reason why it is not like that in iOS, there are two reasons. There could be two reasons behind this. The first reason is maybe the iOS development cycle in the company is going slightly faster than the Android. When you retain the save card section, even though the cards are moved, you do it to train your users, and you tend to keep it for a certain period of time till the time you're comfortable to conclude that the users would have been trained by now, right? So one possibility is that maybe that duration has already passed on iOS. Maybe things had moved before in iOS, and that's why the duration would have passed, and the Android development cycle might have been slightly slower because maybe they started late, and that's why the duration has still not passed. And that's why here you still see saved cards, and maybe in a few days or months, it'll go away even on Android. I don't know. I'm just guessing. That could be one possibility. The second possibility could be that the Android screenshot is for a returning user. That is a user who had seen the saved cards once upon a time, and that's why they are still under that period where they're training, hey, now the cards are not here but in some other place. And maybe the screenshot of iOS is for a new user who had never seen the saved cards in that section. So there is no existing mental model which needs to be changed and trained that, hey, now your cards are there. These are the two possible reasons, at least in my mind. Let's go ahead and see, right? And again, if I look at this is not confusing, it is frustrating, because you say that saved cards are here, then you go and say that no, saved cards are not here. They used to be here, but now they're different. So it's not confusing because you're actually calling out. It is frustrating. You've like for no reason brought them here, right? For training, but still. Okay. Let's see what, I think you've just called out what the differences are. Okay, user interview over calls. Nice. Insight from primary research, user behavior on card saving. Users tend to save cards on trustworthy apps, of course, and they frequently use, of course, while they are reluctant to save their cards on less trustworthy or infrequently used apps. Okay. Card removal triggers. Okay, this is the interesting one. Why would they want to remove, right? Users want to remove cards if they plan to no longer use the app. Okay, fair enough. Or reduce the frequency in which they will use the app. I think reducing frequency was one of Hamdan's use case as well, because he didn't want to use it so often, right? No longer, understandable, sure. Card removal may occur due to fraud concerns or data breaches. Security, yes, very valid reason. Expired cards need to be removed from the app. So, okay, expired, definitely. Users may remove their cards after the offer for that specific card expires. Oh, okay. So cards may come with certain offers and discounts, and once that is done, they may want to remove the card. Okay, sure. Usability and accessibility. Users struggle to find and manage their cards on the app's interface. Sure. Both Android and iOS users encounter difficulties accessing card management. But you just said that it was easier on Android because the save card section was there, right? You might want to see what you're talking about. Okay, maybe going inside and then saying that, hey, it's in a different place, but it is still better than not knowing where it is. You see, removing card is not a tough thing. Not knowing where it is increases cognition, right? It's like, I don't even know where my cards are. And if I don't know where my cards are, I won't know how to remove them, right? Okay. Some users expect to find card management under account section. A few users like that they had to go to Google or contact customer service to remove their card. Wow. All right. Understanding Talabat Pay. Most of the users have not heard of Talabat Pay. Okay. Maybe it's something new which the company is trying to push. And that's why maybe that could be a reason why they're probably bringing the cards also inside Talabat Pay. So maybe they want to create a system that every payment is via Talabat Pay, which is the single source. So if you still want to use a card, maybe, in the back end, the card is recharging the wallet, making a payment right on the spot. I don't know, could be, right? Some users first become aware of the Talabat Pay feature when they experience problems with orders not being delivered. This prompts them to reach out to customer service for assistance. During this interaction, they discover Talabat Pay serves as a digital wallet as refunds are processed. Okay, so it looks like Talabat hasn't done a lot of product marketing for their Talabat Pay product, which is the wallet. And users discovered it when they were getting a refund from customer care, because maybe by default, the refund comes to the wallet. Okay. Some users confuse it with reward points or point system. Fair enough. Okay. Before we move to the next section, here are my quotes from the participants. Okay. You've written down some of the quotes, I guess. Understanding the business perspective, but how would you understand? Let's see. You don't work for Talabat, you said. Okay, but you can guess, of course. One crucial insight emerged from primary research. Many users weren't aware of Talabat Pay. From user standpoint, the discovery raised a question, why Talabat needed such a feature in the first place. Okay, why is a wallet needed? I think there are some standard understandable things. I'm assuming you've written down the same. As I delved deep into the business side of things, I found myself pondering not only on Talabat, but also companies like Rapido, Kareem, who have their own payment systems. Okay, so by the way, the wallet is not necessarily a payment system. It's a payment instrument, right? It's just a wallet. Okay, to find answers on the online research, but then I couldn't provide satisfactory explanation. This led me to tap into my professional network and seek insights from product managers at top companies. Okay, man, you've really put some effort. Interesting. If you have indeed done it, good. But if you haven't done it, don't fake. Message for everyone. Okay. Here are the key business insights uncovered. Retention and engagement. Talabat Pay and similar remains true. Yes, engagement, of course. One of the obvious reasons, common reasons why companies would want to have their own wallet is because most of the time these wallets are exclusive. Not every wallet, say, is like a Paytm that you recharge money into this and you can use it everywhere to buy a pan or to buy something or to pay movie tickets or something, right? Many of these wallets are very exclusive, which means if I put some money into my Talabat wallet, I will have to use this money in Talabat only, right? So which ensures that this much of money will get spent on Talabat either today or sometime in the future. So that's a good assurance for a business, for a company to have. And that's one of the main reasons why they make their own wallets, okay? Cost efficiency, okay. Transaction costs are apparently lesser, cool. Diversifying revenue. Wallet services enable companies to diversify their revenue system. Partnerships with financial. Okay, some bank may come and say that if you recharge your wallet with our card, maybe I'll give you some discounts and stuff. Okay. Fee reduction. Okay. Lower interchange. User incentives. Wallet systems provide users with incentives such as convenient payments and rewards. Right. Rewards, I can understand. It's diversifying revenue part. It's combined with this. Convenience of payments. Sure, it's convenient, but if you're talking about a country where you don't really need OTP or anything at all, it is, as simple as a wallet, because one of the ease of use of wallet is that you don't have to do anything. You tap and if you have the balance and then gone, right? The payment is made. But if you reside in a country where paying with a card is also as easy, where there is no third factor authentication, maybe a card or any other thing would also be equally convenient, right? I don't know. Think about it. Simplify transactions. Okay. Strategic collaborations. Wasn't that diversifying revenue? Just see, whenever you write so many points like this, they should be crisp and they should be standalone. It shouldn't feel like, hey, this point and that point is almost same. So just think about it. If some things could be clubbed together, it'll just make it much better. Okay. Competitive edge in a crowded market. Unique payment methods like Talabat Pay differentiate a company, attracting new users. Why? You haven't said the why. The why is probably what I said, right? Competitive edge. If you can ensure that a user has put, say, 500 dirhams inside their Talabat wallet, which means that today or tomorrow or sometime in the future, they are going to spend that 500 dirhams in Talabat only, right? That's the competitive edge, right? Okay. While users may not fully understand Talabat Pay, it's crucial for me as a designer to include this business insights. Okay, cool. Final problem statements based on all sources. Improving card removal experience. Users encounter difficulties when attempting to remove their saved cards. Confusing, insufficient. A redesign, sure. Increasing discoverability and redesigning UI for Talabat Pay. Okay, got it. Sure. User metrics. I've chosen to prioritize user metrics for the first problem as it appears to be more significant challenge in the context. While the second problem is still important, my primary focus for this is removing card. So, in this regard, what I feel is, the removal process, I'm saying it for the third time in this review, the removal process as such isn't difficult in the existing flow. It is about not knowing where the cards could come because no one would ever imagine that the cards are sitting inside Talabat Pay. That is the problem. And also, one question's answer I haven't seen, right? How often, you have said that why someone might want to remove cards, but how often does someone have the need to remove a card? That's also something you might need to think about a bit. Solution space, okay? Solution for improving card removal experience. Let's have a look, okay? So current flow, which is the existing one, redesign flow is what, Hamdan has just designed, right? So again, account section, you click on payments, okay? So much lesser prominence to wallet. Like is one solution like sabotaging the other problem statement that is giving focus to wallet? Okay, we'll see what you've done. All right, so the wallet section is at the top. Then comes the cards. And under card, there is one MasterCard, which is saved, which has an edit button. And I have an option to add a new card. Fair enough. I click on edit. The next screen opens and it says a big button which says remove your card. Okay, but how do I edit? I can edit my card also, right? Maybe I put a wrong number or something. Like, are you giving me an option to edit? Because I see an option to edit, or else it could have simply been delete. If you're saying that, hey, if you add a card, you can't edit it. You'll always have to remove that and add a new one. If that's the case, you could have delete here. And then when someone taps on delete, you can give a confirmation. Hey, do you really want to delete? Otherwise maybe accidental deletes could happen. But if you call it edit, like what value am I getting by seeing the card in a card-like view with another option to remove, right? Like think about it. If you are saying edit, you should give them an option to edit the card. In the current flow, users had to click on, okay, I think we clearly know what the difference that you have brought, but the edit part is something that you need to look at. Solution for increasing discoverability for Talabat Pay. Let's see. I'll zoom in. Current design. This is how Talabat Pay is. So Talabat. Okay, let's quickly have a look at what else is there. The screenshot is a little pixelated, but we'll try to understand. Rewards, your orders, offers, notifications. There's Talabat Pay. Pay later. Okay, pay later is something like a BNPL, buy now, pay later, like Lazy Pay and stuff. Is that also by Talabat? Is it Talabat Pay Later? Is it a pay later product by Talabat? Okay, I don't know about that. Talabat Pay, and when you click on it, the existing one. Redesign of the Talabat Pay in terms of UI. Okay, what's see? Okay, so you've changed it to payments. So payments are all my payment methods under one, and whatever, be it a wallet, be it a card or something, you would have it inside, right? Fair enough. And I also see you've introduced a small icon here. Okay. All right, let's go and read what you've written. Rename Talabat Pay to payments. This decision may be good, may not be good. It depends. We'll see. There's a wallet icon to increase discoverability and another access point to directly. I know it's a wallet. It's a clear wallet looking, but since this is... should this be the single permanent destination for a wallet? I feel it is probably too insignificant to have something as important as a wallet. I assume it's important, right? And if someone goes via payments, then this is one step inside. So did you really improve the noticeability or the discoverability of Talabat wallet, Talabat Pay? I don't know. Okay, and this is the Talabat wallet. You put an add funds. So this section is fine. You're showing your balance. You have an option to add funds, and then looks like there's some kind of advertisement. Talabat ADCB. I don't know what ADCB is. Apply. Okay, maybe this is the co-branded credit card, and I can apply for that credit card. I'm purely judging by seeing the credit card pictures here. Anyways, we'll see that later. That's probably not so important. It's an advertisement. Looks like it. I will read through it. Rename Talabat to payments. Okay. Wallet icon doing some job, but I don't think adequately. Okay. Rename Talabat Pay to Talabat Wallet. Why so? To reduce confusion. Wallet. Okay. Sure. Wallet instead of Pay could use to differentiate from rivals like Kareem, who has Kareem Pay, but they have other features like P2P transfer. Okay, so you're saying that if you call it Talabat Pay, it deserves to have more function like what Kareem has, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Guess so. Okay. Redesign. Okay, what is this? Discoverability. Okay, you made two variants, I guess. Okay, let's see how is it different. Let's see. Okay, you've shown the balance here. Okay, you've shown the balance here. Cool. This definitely makes it better because, even if the wallet icon is not as intuitive as what it could be, the presence of the amount makes it little more clear, right? But still, if Talabat Pay or Talabat Wallet, whatever you call it, it's so important for the company. It seemed like it. They are bringing all the cards, everything inside the same. It needs more visibility. And like even your researcher suggested that people don't even know what Talabat Pay is. And the company will definitely not be, or rather the Talabat business, the company would not be fine with it. So maybe they're already taking steps so that they can educate their users about what Talabat Pay is. And in such a scenario, do you think it's a great idea to, make everything small into an icon, even though you have put the amount beside it, right? May not be the greatest strategy from a business point of view. Okay. And even if I look at pure UI, right? I mean, not just UI, it affects your overall UX as well. Here you have an icon, a settings icon at the top. And right beside that, this first of all feels a little misaligned because, what is it aligning with? This UAE thing? I don't know, because this thing is whole one unit. And is there enough tappable space around it? What if I want to tap on this icon or this wallet and I end up tapping on this settings, right? There could be mistakes like that. Like, why not take a separate space? I was actually hoping to see a solution where you'd probably put it out as a separate thing. Just like, you have a pay later. And now that I see the Talabat logo beside, I'm assuming this is a Talabat Pay Later, another payment product by Talabat, right? So they have a Talabat Pay, they have a Talabat Pay Later, and then they have other payment methods. So I was seeing that, for visibility, you might want to bring Talabat Pay as one more line item here so that you have maybe Talabat Pay Later, other payment methods. And other payment methods could have your, credit card, your net banking or everything else. That could have been something that you do, which would give adequate visibility to your wallet as well as the other payment methods. Again, purely calling from a business point of view. In the current before design, the user clicks on Talabat. Okay, I think that commentary I understood. Rename Talabat Pay into Talabat Wallet because sure, you've written that out there. Okay, solution 1. Solution 2 is similar to solution but prominently display the wallet icon at the top of the sun and the amount, right? All right, the effectiveness of the solutions will be determined through testing to identify which of these offer more user-friendly and intuitive. Okay, let's see what testing you do. Additional solution, okay, above and beyond. Redesigning the ADCB X Talabat reference number. Okay, what is this reference number? I don't know. Let's see. Current design, finding the ADCB X Talabat. Wow, that's such a complicated name. What is this ADCB? You know, what is ADCB? Is it a bank in UAE? Oh, yes. Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank. Okay, sorry. Abu Dhabi ADCB. So it's a bank. It's like our State Bank of India or ICICI Bank or something, right? Okay. So my guess was right. So this is a credit card. It's a co-branded credit card by Talabat and Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank. And you could apply for that credit card from Talabat app. Makes sense. Like Swiggy also have a similar credit card. If you haven't, go check out. It's a great one if you order from Swiggy. All right. Current design, finding the Talabat. What is this Talabat reference number? Let's try to understand, okay? So this is shown when you click on more. When you click on more, a bottom sheet opens up, which shows you another single item which says Talabat reference number. And then when you click on Talabat reference number, another bottom sheet opens up. Why do people do such stuff? Yeah. Okay, not on you, Hamdan. You are showing the existing one. Okay, anyways. The Talabat reference number is a... Okay, HR48. Okay, some sort of number. What is this? It's a unique customer account reference number used to complete your Talabat ADCB credit card application. Okay, so when you apply for this credit card, you'll have to give this reference number so that the credit card gets tied to your account. I think that's what is happening out here. So it's not an open credit card. This credit card will work only for this account. That's why a unique identifier looks like it, right? Okay, right. I mean, first of all, if this was the reference number, this could have been a part of this credit card application flow. No, why does it have to be a more thing out there? And that to only one extra thing inside more. Okay, I think it's an overflow menu because in the future there could be maybe more things and all. But yeah, a bit of hygiene thing here would have been fine. If there is only one thing, maybe this could directly sit here, right? And the basic question remains, like, why should this reference number sit as one independent thing? Like, I have a wallet, I can top up the wallet. Why is credit cards while all my cards there? And why is my reference number there? The IA is messed up. It's kind of messed up, right? Okay, all right, let's go and see what Hamdan has redesigned. I'm hoping to see some great stuff here. Let's see. Hey, you've still retained the bottom sheets. You've still retained 2 bottom sheets. Why? Okay, let's have a look. Added an info icon instead of having a large more icon, which took a lot of undeserved space. Adding information icon isn't the right solution. Thank God for saying that. But it's better than the previous design and it doesn't take up much space, and finding the reference number isn't of vital importance in the user. Okay, but in this regard, I don't know if your solution is right. First of all, and I don't think the current solution is right either, right? But your solution, I'll tell you what confusion could happen out here, right? Info icon, like you said, it's an information about something. So if this is Sapta sitting out here, and if you see an info icon out here, you click the info icon, that info icon should give you info about Sapta because it is beside me. Now, if you look at what you've done out here, it's Talabat wallet, and you put the info icon beside wallet. And if I tap on it, the expectation is that you would give me some information about the Talabat wallet, which is not the case here because it is clearly written that this is a reference number you will need when you're applying for the Talabat credit card, which is not Talabat wallet, at least from what I have understood till now, right? So I don't think that's the right space. I don't think the previous one was the right space either, right? But this is also not the right space. And I don't know if this is any better. I feel it's worse than what they already have. Okay. Where this could have been is, what is the main place where a Talabat application happens? Okay, let's read through what you've written actually, right? Context, the user can get 35% cashback on Talabat Pay, now named to Talabat Wallet. Are you sure? Because I think when the user applies for the credit card, no, to me, it looks like, okay, you assume that if I get that credit card, I'll get 35% cashback on Talabat Pay when I use. But what I'm understanding from here is, if I apply that credit card and when I use that credit card for buying on Talabat, I will get 35% cashback. So Maybe the cashback will come to my wallet or it'll directly get credited to my credit card only. That I do not know. But it's about usage of the Talabat X ADCB credit card, which gives me that discount, right? So I feel this reference number has got to do with this golden banner that you've written out here. This banner which talks about application of the credit card. Yeah, to me it feels like that because, having an info icon with wallet didn't feel very right to me. Okay, all right, let's see. I believe the reference number shouldn't be in the Talabat app as the users have to come back. Yeah, you're right. What Talabat app? When they click on the banner, they go to the ADCB app. Okay, so you cannot apply from the Talabat. It's just a banner. You click on that banner, you go to the Abu Dhabi Bank's app where you apply for the credit card. So maybe what could have happened is when someone taps on that banner, then the pop-up comes and says that, hey, copy this and keep because you will need it when you go to the next app, right? So maybe you copy and it remains in your cache. I don't know, still not a perfect solution, but still. And then, when the Abu Dhabi Bank app opens and when you're applying, that's where, you can directly paste that code because you will need that code for applying for that credit card as it was mentioned, right? So I think it can be detached with that button which says apply credit card and not anywhere else, my opinion. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. I conducted usability testing insights. I conducted usability testing for the redesign card flow using the Maze tool. Okay, interesting. Users navigated through the redesign flow. So Maze is a tool using which, you can put your prototypes and then, you can get a usability testing done. And also Hamdan has used the Maze tool. Task completion rate testing showed a significant increase in successful card removals with the redesign flow. So did you do both of them? Like you have the old one and you have the new one and then you compared? Because how do you know that it has increased? Because the same people would have to take two perhaps, right? All right. Because you do not know the base numbers. You do not know how the existing designs perform, I suppose. Users completed the card removal task more quickly using the redesign flow. Okay. Again, it's not that the deleting process was easier. It is finding the cards you have made it easier by, changing the copy. But I think in the process, you might have reduced the visibility of Talabat Pay, which could be a serious business problem. Okay. Error prevention rate. The redesign effectively reduced errors and obstacles. Sure. Quality feedback from the user testing participants highlighted the intuitiveness and error resistant. Sure. You've definitely reduced confusion. Conclusion, promising redesign based on the previous design, higher task success. Okay, it's essentially summing up. Confirmation, effectiveness, determining whether the redesign consistently delivers. Okay, identification, enforcing challenges. Right, this is your screenshot of all of them. Lessons learned. I think that's the end of it. Okay, cool. So I have read through the whole thing and now it's time for me to share the verdict. Will I call Hamdan for an interview for the role of product design 1 or not? And my answer is yes, I'm going to call Hamdan. Although I feel the solution has some gaps, but I also have my reasons why I will call. The solution has gaps because it felt like a very straightforward problem statement where deleting was like deep inside, right? But one thing out here is we do not know why the business has chosen to do that, right? One of the reasons why I feel is maybe they're trying to promote the wallet much more. And that's why, when you kept the wallet as well as the card removal as one single project, it gave me confidence that, oh, you actually thought about the holistic business problem and you attempted to solve that. But in the solution, while you have removed user confusion, which is good, but maybe you have missed out on the business aspect as to how do you give equal prominence, if not more, to Talabat Pay, which clearly feels like one of their business priorities. That is something that you might have missed out in this redesign. But having said that, this verdict is only for a product designer 1, and maybe I do not expect a product designer 1 to have that deep a business knowledge. And what you have done from a user's point of view, I think is commendable. You have done enough and more to remove all kinds of confusion. And that's why I would call you for the interview. Overall, this is a great work. This is very in-depth work. And that's all for today. We have come to the end of this case study review. And if you want your case studies to be reviewed in a similar video like this, then head on to my community at nas.io/Sapta. Drop your link in the correct forum. Every week I review one case study. So that's all for today. This is Sapta signing off.